What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching. Today is November 13th. It's a Friday, and the deer should be moving really good. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. Only got about 2 hours of light, or a little bit less than that. But anyway, I just got the boat parked, and I'm going to be going back in here where last week I seen a pretty nice 8-point. So I'm just going to kind of work my way back, kind of right along where his scrape and rub line is, and just work real slow. If I find a good tree with a lot of sign, I might get up in the saddle and hunt, or I might just do some calling sequences from the ground. Really just depends on how it looks back there and how much time I got. So wish me luck. Thanks for watching. If you hadn't already subscribed, please click below on the subscribe button and help me out. So anyway, should be good. I just got in here. Right over there, about 50 yards is where I shot that that 8-point last week and just knocked the hair off the back of it. That way. There's all kinds of sign. Right here is a rub that's like 3 yards from me. I've got this point that comes down, and there's a point right there, so it's like two kind of funnels. Right there is the bedding area. This is a great spot. As you can tell, right now I'm sitting in a deadfall. I've got a deadfall, a tree right here, a tree right there. There's a tree that's down right there, and then right here I've got a bunch of thick stuff in front of me. So what I'm going to do is scrape and act like I'm making a scrape, do some rubs, like just rub my antlers on some stuff, do a rattling and grunting sequence, and see if I can get one to come in. It'll be perfect because he's going to have to come all the way in here to look because of all this stuff. So at this point, he's limited to what he can see. My wind's blowing that way. So hopefully I'll get him from the bedding area, but odds are I'm going to be expecting the deer to come this way. So hopefully this will work.
Meh.
This is crazy. I just seen buck number 2, the first buck. I rattled, and about 10 minutes later, he came about 100 yards deeper in than I am. He was to my east. He was working to the south. About 20 minutes later, like he ended up disappearing. About 20 minutes later, I had a buck coming from my east working, or I'm sorry, from my west working to my east. And he crossed down there about 80 yards. I don't know if you can see him on the GoPro or not. Needless to say, I'm in a good spot. I just don't think I went deep enough in. But you never know. I've got this. Edge that I'm on in a scrape right here. So. Here comes a hot doe. Looks like she's breathing really hard. She's coming. Well, I just made it back to the boat. That was a really good afternoon. Walking in, I seen 2 deer running, and then once I got back in there, you know, it was kind of late, so I didn't want to set up. I wanted to just find a spot so I could start hunting, and I found that down tree amongst all of the rubs and scrapes, so I set up there. I did that rattling sequence, and about 10 minutes later, a big buck came out. He was really big body, a big rack. I couldn't tell how many points, but he's about 100 yards. I grunted and wheezed at him, but he wasn't having any. He just kept on going and disappeared. About 20 minutes later, I had another buck go running by. It was like a spike. And then, as you could tell, a little bit later, I had a doe come in. I could see her. She had been running, so I knew she was probably in heat, and those bucks were chasing her. And then I heard that little buck start grunting, and he ran around and that doe ended up coming within 20 yards of me. Just too bad that big buck wasn't following her. If he would have been, I would have had, you know, maybe a 35-yard shot on him, because that doe came to 20 and that buck hung up at about 35. But anyway, it's a really good afternoon. Tomorrow's opening day of rifle here in Missouri, so maybe I'll stay in it and keep seeing bucks, and maybe a good one to go down tomorrow or in the next couple of days. So y'all keep watching, stay tuned, and God bless.